Hey Dante, how you doing? How's everything sound? Is the Hey Dante, is the how you doing? Is the music too loud or whatnot? What is this little thing here? Big stream delay. Yeah. I'm not sure why there's a stream delay. Seth Madhy just lost to a Terran again after outplaying. Music is a bit too loud. Alright, how's this? There's not much I can do about the delay right now. No. I really don't care if people snipe me or not. I think the delay it has to be something for YouTube. Let me take a look. Yeah, stream delay might just be a YouTube thing. Because I didn't change anything. Unless signing into YouTube kind of messed something up. Let me Google it. YouTube stream delay. Streaming. ODPT will be perfect timing right now. Set file there. That is mostly Terran. That's great. Oh, okay. Let me take a look here. Look here. Go live. Stream. Low latency. All right, so let's see if the delay is better now. So I went to the YouTube website and nerfed Toss because they are no fun to play against. Yeah, let me know if the stream delay is better. So I did change a setting. Test. Whatever. If you type something, I will refresh. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to repeat what you say as soon as I see it. Test. Perfect. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like it was a YouTube setting, not a streaming thing setting. I will just pause that. Never mind. Oh. That was the first test. Uh oh. It's like in a late, yeah, I guess doesn't matter. Like a minute late. Let me take a look here. Streamlabs. Stream delay. Okay. Let me take a look here. Advanced. Let's go down to network. Like low latency. All right, so I swapped it to low latency mode in both YouTube and OBS. So this is probably the smallest delay I can offer. But yeah, I got the badge on my alternate account, which is pretty nice. I always wanted to badge in this one because if we look here in the Americas, this one account has 2 North America accounts. I have my main one, which is currently like 5,000 MMR. I got the badge here. Esta. And then I got the my second account, which is my Oceanic account. So it's pretty nice. But now that I have it on both, I'll probably play my main account again after I have some builds worked out. Do I have my maps checked? Yeah, okay. So 25-second delay? Yeah, okay, that's probably the best I can do. So I don't know why it's like this. I probably have to do more research or something. Oh, we had another viewer swing in and swing out. Let's see, let me go to my YouTube. We have gaming, and it has me as World of Warcraft. How do I change this? Edit video. Show more. We'll go Protoss. Our craft. Gaming. Craft. 2. Save. Recording date, it's obviously today. Alright, cool. So I change it. We're now in the StarCraft 2 category. I don't need to frame the GM picture. Man bun, Zergus weak. So this is either Berry Crunch or somebody who likes Berry Crunch. So will they tell me their race? Did I check out the Christiana Bill and Loco channel, Lambo, and Max Packs? I did not. Do you think he can become the #1 Protoss? You mean Christiana? Or Max Packs? 'Cause I don't think Christianer can be the #1 Protoss now. He's been around for a while. He's got quite a long way to go before becoming #1. But you never know, it's possible. Alright, we're about to figure out if this guy's a truth teller or not. He is a truth teller. So my idea with this build is more along the lines of I'm gonna go 1 immortal early, and I'm gonna try to get out like 3 observers, and then go into disruptors. Oh, that's a dead reaper. So we'll send 2 of our guys across the map and see if he builds a bunker, and if not, see if we can punish it. Got this early. I think I want to drop a 1 chrono. You don't want to go up this ramp because there could be like some marines guarding it. We killed 1 SCV, perfect. Things are looking great for us. I'll get this. Although I'm not feeling too crisp right now, I'll probably need a game or 2 to get fully warmed up. Alright. I think I still want to get these 2. And we're going to warp in a 2nd sentry early. And we'll go see if it's like a 3 Rex or something. Grab this and that. I think I got my... I think I want to get the... from now, I think I want to get the... whatever a bit quicker. Looking like it is a 3 Rex. Perfect. Oops. Maybe not so perfect if I supply block myself. We'll go with like a faster disruptor, because maybe we can do like a nice disruptor push. Alright, cool. Our build's not perfect. Alright, looks like his goal is just to kill my sentries. Which is okay, we'll get 2 more. Got this. And we'll send this guy over here. Oops. Not great. And make a second. So I think I wanted to make this like second robo a bit sooner, but it's whatever. I want to see this expansion. And do I want blink or charge? I think I want to go into charge. Now if we can find his army, we should be able to be a little aggressive. Nice. I want to be careful. He'll probably want to try to drop me. Alright, let's see if he's paying attention. We'll back up a little bit. Grab one more of these guys. We have so much money. So he's going to try and do another drop. At least he should. That wasn't clean. We're having a little bit of trouble macroing that game, but this was just, I guess, a skill difference. I feel like that build is a little bit better. Do I really want to go for Twilight before the other additional Robo? Or should I guess I'm not entirely sure if kind of what I want to do. Because there's an argument to be made where maybe I just kind of go unupgraded Zealots and get that second get that second robo to pump out more immortals with disruptors, and do that push. Like, is there anything I'm really afraid of with that push? But then again, you know, getting the charge is probably safer in the long run to deal with things like the drops and stuff. It's hard. Like, one thing to kind of keep in mind is oh yeah, one thing I wanted to kind of mention with that, like, because this ties into like that Christianer build and stuff, is you have to know kind of what are the strengths and weaknesses of your build, right? So traditionally, how it's supposed to work is high tech builds are the weakness of those typically are going to be like low tech aggression, right? So like when you're doing like Christianer's build, one of the weaknesses you have to like scout for and be afraid of is like a 2.5 base all in versus Zerg, where they just kind of run across the map with like lings, roaches, and ravengers, because your standing army isn't strong enough to defend against that, and you'll just get overwhelmed because the attack should hit before you have storm. But conversely, a low tech, high supply army, their strength is fighting against a high teching player or a greedy player. The downside is, you know, you're delaying tech, you're sacrificing your ability, you're sacrificing stuff like that. This is kind of like this build is more of like a high tech build, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of like in the middle. It's both kind of a high tech build, and it is kind of a low tech build at the same time, where you can kind of choose one or the other. Because we do open with Robo, yeah, and we do pump out a lot of early game units. Like our early game army supply is higher than most Protosses at an earlier point in the game. But then there becomes like a crucial moment where we decide to either go more tech or less tech. So I think I'm going to continue with the disruptor style because it's less countered, it's cheaper and less countered by Vikings. So by cheaper, it's like a disruptor is 150, 150 versus the Colossus, which is 300, 200. So, and disruptors I think build a little bit quicker. So I'm able to get more stuff out cheaper. Oh, and I don't need the range upgrade. It's less countered by like Vikings. The downside is, you know, disruptors is gonna make the downside can be the disruptors making or breaking me, but I'm thinking early game maybe it doesn't matter, because the fear is like I'm putting almost all my eggs into the disruptor basket, but I do have immortals. So we'll see. Isn't the problem inconsistent damage and it's adverse people to split? Once you start getting like six disruptors, you can send disruptors one at a time infinitely. If we start getting like into the mid or late games, then the army supplies become large enough that splitting its rounds become more of an issue. But I think I like the attack timing that I kind of somewhat did. Around that time, the army supplies are low enough that I don't think I have to worry too much about him like attacking from multiple sides. And he can split, but there's not a whole lot to split. So even if I blow up like 1 or 2 Marauders per disruptor, that's a large percentage of his army. Much larger percentage of his army. Do you think the Ruptor deserve a nerf? It's kind of hard, you know. I think the Disruptor shouldn't really exist. Because like disruptors in high numbers are incredibly difficult to deal with. Like once you get up to like 6 disruptors, you should be able to pretty much beat almost every Terran until like Masters 1 pretty easily. Alright. I'm not really feeling good enough to beat a 5k Terran right now. Because we did like, you know, work all day at our real life job and stuff. But we'll see what we can do. I feel like, you know, my build technically is a strong build. Like you could say on paper, it should, if we can get it, it should be a really strong 3 base timing on paper. Ooh, this guy has a really good Reaper timing. Nice. All right. All right, we kind of lost the script a little bit. Let's get back to our build. A little bit too much chatter in the main game. Respecting my opponent too much. So taking the double gas, I don't think gave us too much gas, which is good. You want to go up to 3. And to be safe, we'll get these 2. Alright, what do I see? See this? Oh yeah, damn. I'm late on this. Good thing he didn't do a Widow Mine Trap. Because 100% we are not paying attention. Oh shit. Maybe I am having too much gas. Mine's pretty sloppy, this one. Alright. A little bit supply block going on. So I'm spreading these out so I can defend both areas. Yeah, Looks like we don't really need this gas, and we probably don't even need it for the disruptors either. Oof. We're just not warmed up yet. I would prefer to fight against 5k players all the time, 5k plus. Especially at a lower MMR because there's less risk for me. Higher reward. Yeah, that is just a better quality. Oh no, it's Berry Crunch. You can load up Berry Crunch's stream if you want to watch it from both players' perspective. Hopefully it doesn't call me a map hacker again, or a stream cheater. Because I'm obviously not watching his stream. I usually don't like playing against Berry Crunch. Like, I'm not an easily offended person, but Berry Crunch is someone that actually did offend me. So props to him. Oh no. Yeah, Terran's the race I need the most practice against. It's my weakest win rate. Oh man, I built the Reaper on the wrong side, but it's alright. This doesn't really help me trap any Reapers anyway. So I just want to see... gas. Not that really anything I would scout, something I'm worth reacting to. Barry's somebody that usually has pretty poor macro skills, but sometimes he has good macro. At least from what I've been told. Every time I've fought him, I've usually had the advantage in any kind of macro situation. I think Terran is a #1 race. Snipes counter. I think the Zerg is the #1 race. Like, even though snipes are pretty good, Zerg can just make too many things to snipe. The level of cost efficiency you need with snipes is just too high. Where is you? Alright. Oop, okay, I gotta get my head back into the game. He got really greedy with that Reaper. We're not gonna take... This time we're gonna try not taking that gas. Just going for that slightly faster. Alright, I think that's a well-timed... let's see. Barry is someone that has three racks in the past. And I think it's a bad build. Especially, I don't think it's a good build versus mine. I don't think really anything Aaron does is good. Besides maybe lots of Hellions or something. You know, it's all looking pretty normal. Guess I'll put two guys over here. Grab this. Okay, you want to kind of go for... I think we'll go for charge. Uh-oh. I wonder if he's freaking out that I had cannons. I mean, I'm kind of lucky that that one widow mine hit. Really didn't do much. Armor, because I don't really have much for other stuff. Keep an eye out over here. Keep up with the immortals. I have +1 attack. It's not. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like his attack is coming. Alright, time to warp in just a lot of stuff. We go back home. Oh shit, no, no, no. Did anything survive? No? Alright, looks like we do need to wait for immortals. I mean, not immortals, but disruptors. Okay, it's good to know. Oh, alright, cool. Like he got me this time. Okay. I should have waited for the disruptors. Maybe I should get disruptors a bit quicker if I want to do that push. Disruptors before charge. So slow zealots are not horrible, right? If you're using zealots as an attacking force, then you kind of need charge. But if you're using zealots as a shielding force, then you don't need charge. In fact, slow zealots have the advantage of tanking without suiciding. So like, because one of the downsides of charge zealots is they'll run into death, right? So like when you go to attack, they're gonna run ahead of your army into like widow mines and a balled up Terran army, right? So if the main DPSing part of your force isn't reliant upon zealots, slow zealots are not horrible. They're not bad at all. Because, you know, like I said, they have the advantage of staying with your army. And not. So, yeah. The charge latch didn't really feel like the right play that game. Definitely want to go for the disruptors. Here. But we're still working on the build, so until we get it flushed out, we can't really be too upset about any of our wins and losses. Like, the best way to think about the game, like how I think about the game, is don't really focus on, you know, too much about like, oh yeah, like, you know, that's kind of bullshit that X, Y, and Z happened. What I look at is like, okay, you know, what could I have done better next time? You know, like, is there a different unit composition? How much resources was I floating? And I never canceled that. I thought I canceled that guy. I send him. Keep him out of division. Oh shit, forgot to make this right away. No Reaper yet. I'm gonna get this. Yeah, we got it. Alright. Even though we kind of messed up, it's not too bad. And keep them alive. We got one SCV kill, delayed the CC. Feel like we're doing pretty good now. Don't see a Reaper. Yeah, I wanted to get. And then we're gonna warp in. another. Whenever this finishes, another. Another century. This here, that second century. Have this guy sit up front. I want to take a second piece. We know that it's a cyclone opener, but we don't. But what we don't know is if it's mech. Not mech. Get 2 more. And then we want to this. Just blew the fuck up out of that cyclone. That's why we guarded with the immortal. One more gas. We did get. All right, that wasn't too bad. We only lost 2. Two dudes. That's one reason why we got this. Pretty lucky on our part. Let's see this little bit of an army here. Looks like he is moving out. Get some spare zealots. Oh shit, we have way too much money. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Just kind of just exploded in our economy. Alright, looks like he is going for it. Keep that chrono boost in. The only like weakness I'm feeling with this army. Really? double medevac drop just whooped my ass.
Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, fucking move quick. Oh, he probably thinks I was going for Colossi, so he's trying to blind counter the Colossi.
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Research complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
I'm gonna go try and attack his most recent expansion. Looks like he's traveling up the right side to attack mine.
Base is under attack.
Guys back into here.
Your warriors have engaged. Mineral field depleted.
Ugh. Why is it so hard to...
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
I'm having trouble macroing.
Warriors have engaged. Is under attack.
Wow, really? We might get some bright ideas to attack over here, because it seems like the base really tight. You get range. Did I ever get? Did I? No, didn't. Okay. He does have another one over there. Better make this one. Remember, guys, meals are only a suggestion. If my macro was more on point, we could have probably closed it out a bit earlier. We did take out quite a bit. We definitely need to go and defend our most active bases. I can't click, can't find my cursor. sneak in here and pop that up. Alright, it's game over. Good game. It's probably like 4.3k. Let's be honest. The problem with disruptors is to control the disruptor, you need to stop controlling your main army. So I have to like A move my main army, select the disruptors, shoot the disruptor ball, click the disruptor shot, and redirect it to somewhere, right? The reason this is bad is because I cannot stop my army, or it's really hard to stop my army from automatically running into like the worst possible position, right? I cannot it's hard to micro the Colossi away from Vikings. It's hard to micro the Stalkers. It's hard to, you know, do whatever. Now, one thing that's really hard for Protoss is to deal with is Liberators, especially that's something that I struggled with for a long time. And realistically, like it is really important to only select your Stalkers or some subsection of your Stalkers and focus fire down the Liberators. And you want to use your charge lots and disruptors to push the army back so you can focus fire the Liberators, and then you want to pull back. You might end up having to take a bad fight because maybe, you know, you have to like just kill the Liberators, but you have to keep the Liberator count down. Back when I was kind of like a lower level Masters 1, so like maybe 6 months ago or whatever, and earlier, every time I'd see Liberators, I'd have to go into Stargate. I'd go Stargate Tempest or whatever because I could not figure out how to beat Liberators. Like, even though I watched the pros and like, oh yeah, just focus fire Liberators down, I just still get wrecked by them. But as you can see in this game, like the dude had like a shit ton of Liberators and we still walked over him. A lot of that was just because like we were always ahead of the enemy. Like our macro, like my resources macro was higher than him, even though this chart says otherwise. Just my ability to spend it. And that's probably like the one thing that's different between me and like stronger grandmasters is with these heavy zealot style compositions, I have a hard time spending my money. With higher tech play and stalkers, it's easier to spend my money, but with like more resource cheaper armies, like the resource cheap army is going to be like Zealot, Archon, Immortals. You need a lot of gateways to spend that money, or you need to like quickly go into like carriers or something, because you will just, you know. How are we doing? We've only played Terrans. Or 50%. Hey, you know, normally my win percent is less than 50, so if we can maintain 50 or higher, that's pretty good. Alright, so this game I'm going to do the Blink Stalker all in because someone in my Discord wanted to see a replay of it. So, I'm going to try and do it correctly. The 2 base blink. 2 base 6 gateway blink. The 2 base 6 gateway 1 hits a lot faster. And if I do it right, it's a lot harder. But leaves a transition to be desired. Harder to transition out of it. Until you get better, I don't recommend getting these 5 extra minerals because at the lower levels, like, these 5 minerals are not the reason you're gonna win or lose. Let's be honest. And until you get like up to where I am, or even close, like your attack timings can be a little off because your opponent is gonna be a little inefficient as well. So like if you're 5 seconds late, chances are they're gonna be 5 seconds late in their response as well. So don't worry too hard about like these stacking probes and all this other jazz. To hit the fastest possible timing. Like if you can do it, awesome. But don't feel like you have to. It's better to just make sure you don't forget your gateway or you have your gateway be late. It's better to not have your cyber core be late before these things. And then you can do things like patrol, so that way they don't like hit your dude out of the way. And then they also don't know if you're actually looking at it or not. And then I like to have my probe kind of like on 1. In the spam that I do, it's just kind of like back and forth because I can just double click this, go here, double click, go here. And sometimes when I'm going back and forth between my Nexus and whatever, I might accidentally go here and see something. You'd be surprised at how much stuff is accidental. Wow. Right, you see this? The most important timing with a lot of these attacks is going to be the robo timing. That's your real attack timing. So we can delay Twilight Council as long as we want. Nice. The one thing we can't delay for sure in any of these all-ins are going to be the robotics facility. Unfortunately, this is a really good map for him to scout. Because we couldn't even really get it technically. Because we can't go here, you know. So he's going to be able to come and see pretty much everything. Oh yeah, and then 37 is kind of where we want to cut to drop our extra gateways. 37 is kind of like your magic number. Want to go straight up to 6. There we go. Oh, so annoying. Alright, we don't have the... So we kind of want to find that extra... Yep, it's over here. Good. So I'll make sure we got blink. We got blink coming. Perfect. Make sure this is coming. Now we want to start trading immediately. I don't see any drones there. Means he was kind of trying to hard counter us. They did do a pretty good job. What? I don't think we're gonna be able to break him. Looks like he's coming for us. This is the problem with Zerg is Zerg can scout way too easy, and they can just outproduce us way too easy. You know. So he played it right. After we saw like the no drones here, it's kind of like our cue to like give up on the attack. So he just made a whole poop ton of drones. And he can just keep sieging us too. Sucks. Because his units are just better than ours. Okay. Yeah, realistically I should have just, you see no drones there, maybe I should just recalled out. But that's how you counter the Twilight. Any kind of Twilight build, automatically counter it like that. And it's so poor. Like Roachling, just too strong because they can just make too many units, and their units are just so cheap. Like a Roach is like 95% as strong as a Roach is 95% as strong as a Stalker at like 60% the cost. And some people might say, well, the Stalker outranges the Roach, but the Roach runs faster than the Stalker, right? So it's not like the Stalkers are going to be able to pick off the 40% difference in cost with +1 range. You know. Like I can give it to the Roaches where if you fall back, make Colossus with sentries, then that's where you'll see like the biggest impact of the cost of the range. Right? Or the biggest benefit of the range versus the Roach is when you have like sentries and Colossi with your Stalkers. But we'll do the build again. And then if we get in there, we see like nothing here and making Roaches, we're just gonna get out and transition immediately. I just wish it wasn't like so incredibly easy to scout or scout whatever Protoss is doing and then perfectly counter it. Just because it's not that easy for Protoss to perfectly scout Zerg and counter it without sacrificing a huge amount of attack timing. It's like, yeah, we can make the sentry and then take like a minute late third base because our Stargate's late, right? Or we can make the sentry and then just not have any ability to attack with Twilight or Disruptors or any kind of harassment potential. You know, the Overlord got a buff a long time ago to make its move speed faster. It's not gonna make it in time. This kind of Overlord kill is kind of what you will prefer in these situations. When you're doing like this kind of all-in. So 37 probes is what we want to get to. One more, and then that's when we want to start dropping gateways stuff. We'll get this guy, that good old Chrono Boost. Ideally, you don't want to make the shield battery unless you have to. Make it to be safe because we could pop out our gateways a little bit quicker if we didn't have that shield battery. Having this pylon placement is really important because you want to be able to put all your gateways here. Then we're still cutting because we want to get as big of an army as possible as quickly as possible. This time we're going to skip the observer to get a couple more stalkers a bit faster. Now we can resume some probe production, but not too much. So we make 2 more probes, then our goal is to do another big warp in. We don't want to warp in too close because we don't have blink yet. We don't want him to up on top of us with wings in case he is hard countering us. So blink is about to be finished, so now we can go. And hopefully we get the supply blocked off. His focus fire is pretty good. Oh shit.
Mineral field depleted.
I think we got him, guys. I think he can afford anything else. We can just kind of contain a little bit and go on disruptors.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Look like he's got anything. So we are massively ahead, and him not leaving it right now. We'll get a couple class, I think. We don't need to make any more stuff. Probes until we can get. He probably thinks it's a miss rally. So since we're ahead, all we need to do is stabilize our income and then win the game. So keep a good scout. +1. Make sure he can't harm us. We can just push out our victory pretty soon. But this is kind of like a good rule of thumb is the most important thing is to stabilize your income, make sure that they cannot advance you. And just kind of like get close to like a max out situation. Last I worked really well with stalkers in my opinion. I think class A was super helpful. Just go and take the space from him. Good game. Rename EVZ. Now that had to have been a fun game to watch. I'm gonna upload this one to the Discord. Whenever you download Discord, you can get a lot of my builds. So I only really upload builds that I feel like I've done well in, or well enough to demonstrate the build, including my win against like high-level players, like 6K players and stuff, which are not too common. Maybe replay. Bam. All right, you still there, some dude? All right, I'm only gonna play one more game, and then call it a night. I'm a little tired, a little sluggish, but we'll play some games tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream on Twitch tomorrow. I'll stream more on YouTube if I get more of a YouTube audience. But stream on YouTube is a little scary because of the copyright strikes if I play the wrong kind of music. I have to play like this lo-fi, copyright-free stuff. But So far, this music doesn't sound too bad. It's nice and relaxing. We'll do the blink build one more time, so I can post 2 different replays. I also kind of want to practice a cannon rush against Zerg, since I don't see anyone typing in the chat. We'll do my blink soccer build. It is the most important thing when doing like blink stalkers or adepts or whatever like this, whatever it may be. The most important thing is just to not lose that warp prism. We almost lost it. It is better to not warp in but not lose it than it is to warp in and then lose it. Because the way Protoss has been balanced is that any all-in or cheese that we are able to do barely works. We'll say, okay, this is going to be a 12-pull defense. With gas. And because it barely works, I'm just going to do easy defense. Usually I do greedy and get this Nexus anyway. We're going to be doing an easy defense. Okay, we'll get this because he's obviously hitting these guys. We have 6 lanes. We don't know if there's more lanes coming or not. So we're just gonna go like this. He's planning on bringing the drone through. Alright, interesting. A little bit more committed. Oof, he snuck in. Well, that's gonna be annoying. Oh. believe I... Alright, cool. Good game. Looks like I got greedy with that one. I had no faith that he'd do that. Wow, we lost 35 points to... I should have known that it was a gas opening. He would have speed, that he would try to run past me. I guess if I would just... I should have just committed to the full wall and go on anything behind it. Oh well. Losing like that just gets me fired up. Should have remade the cyber core as well. Alright. We're gonna try and go for a faster set of disruptors. Oops. Yeah, I was too confident that last game. It was such a weird build that I have no respect for, and my hubris led to my downfall. Very nice. Okay. Very cool. Looks like the only purpose of that was to indeed cancel the... cancel my base. I love Terran.
Base is under attack. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
But technically, we should stand no chance to win.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
At the command center. Charge slot disruptor is really the only chance. We've definitely taken a massive amount of damage.
Mineral field depleted. Research complete. Mineral field depleted. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Base
Damn it.
is under attack.
Super well defended.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh shit.
Base is under attack. Warriors have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack.
Why can't these guys get over here?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Like again. It's unfortunate that you can proxy barracks across the map and make Marines faster than a natural gateway can produce anything. I guess against stuff like that, I'm just gonna have to go into like one base all in. Just start figuring out what's the best one base all in to do. We beat this guy with a Blinkstalker build. I'll do Archon drop into like charge slot Archon. Maybe the DT version. It's gonna be similar to the Christianer build, but without the Oracle. Kind of brain farted there. Forgot to make my gas and I take my gas chrono boost. Just like brain died. Alright, so far normal opening. Make sure there's no 14 pool. Make sure you didn't do like a 14-14 to make his hatchery look somewhat normal. that other base. It's down. Your robo you want to kind of build down here so that way if you ever follow up, your immortals can get to the action a bit quicker. And 37, that's kind of the magic number to build your other double gateways. Take a third gas. And we'll make a pylon out here. Build additional gateways in case we do feel like transitioning. You can see we have everything kind of timing out pretty nice. So he's looking over here, but he's not going to be in anything else. We're making this guy. Nope. Very cool. Looks like he was kind of going for his own type of all-in or trying to counter me.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Warriors have engaged the enemy.
They're making our way down here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It is risky to kind of leave that back door open.
Research complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
No. Really unfortunate that he did get the Killing that one base is pretty good, pretty important. Now it's really important to get Ruptors out. Probably the most important thing. We're both on technically the same bases, and he's trying to go up one base right now. So, like I said, in a lot of games, we kind of want to stabilize our economy. We're gonna try and do that. Take one more base.
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Now we can try to form a counterattack.
Mineral field depleted.
He's a little desperate right now. Yay! Base for a base. What? We have like no economy. Does he have, what kind of base does he have?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Vespene geyser exhausted. Vespene geyser exhausted. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Vespene geyser exhausted. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Mineral field depleted. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Mineral field depleted.
This upgrades 2-1. What a hell of a game. Oh, it's probably a good one to end on. Damn. 40% Aaron. 50% Zerg. Oh well. That was a decently instructional game. Like we thought we were gonna lose. We went disruptors. We tried to defend. Um, he went. It took too. He took too long to go mutas. He should have went muta sooner, and probably would have been able to close it out if we went muta sooner and then just kept doing it, because I didn't have enough money to go into Sky Toss. Yeah, we'll let him know. No, we won't tell them. People usually don't like you messaging them after games. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You have a great night.